Time to go run the air seeder. Well, we'll let the tractor run the air seeder. We'll just go in the cabin, press a few buttons. All right, let's head to the field and sow some cover crops. I don't actually know if it's gonna work to run the air seeder today. We did get a little bit of rain on Tuesday, I believe it was. So it's now Saturday. It's been a couple of days. I think it should be fine. I checked yesterday and it seemed dry enough where I could run the air seeder. I don't want anything to clog back there or to get full of dirt or mud or however wet it may be. It got kind of dewy today morning and now it's foggy. Should still be fine, but I'm gonna try anyway, see what it looks like. We gotta get this cover in the ground sooner or later. Plus now that it's nice and wet, we don't have to turn on the pivots, so we can just go and run everything, get all the weed on the ground. We definitely do want a cover for all of our fields that we had peanuts on, because if we don't put any type of cover on there, all of our dirt's just gonna blow away. And this cover is gonna double as a kind of like a secondary crop. We're gonna swath it and bale it next year, at the beginning of next year. That's what we always do. Any peanut acres that we plant in wheat, we will water it over the winter. It gets most winters it's decently warm to where the wheat actually grows, and then in the spring it really takes off and grows super tall, and then we swath it, bale it, get a few extra bales off, get a little extra side money, because it definitely helps, because the main crops are not usually that great, so it kind of helps to get at least a little bit extra money on there to help make some of the payments and stuff. But we're gonna go ahead to the field. I'm not 100% sure how many pounds per acre my dad wants to plant. Majority of the fields I know he wants to do 80 pounds, which I think that's a good rate. The field that I'm going to plant does have a little bit less water than most of them, so I want to see if I can convince him to just do 60 pounds per acre instead of 80. I don't think we need quite that much pounds on that field. Maybe even 50. 50 would probably even be better. That'd be a better idea. But we'll see. He's currently in a meeting, so I'll give him a call later, see what he says. Yep, sounds like my dad's mind is made up, which makes sense now. I was talking with him a little bit, and the reason why he wants 80 because that's the only wheat he wants to water on this field right here. He doesn't want to water a full circle of wheat. He just wants to do half of it, and there's a chance we might take it for seed. So a little more pounds to the acre should be fine. Also hoping for a wet winter. Hopefully we don't have to water as much. That'll be nice. I just got 60 acres to do right here, and I'm gonna move over to another 120 after this. We'll see how much I get done today. Yeah, this ground isn't too wet, but I think it should work. Just gonna do that. Make sure all the wheat's coming out the back. I think we should be good to go. I went over it the other day a little bit, and I fixed any issues that I found, but making sure I see weed everywhere, and then we'll get to planting. Yep, looks like we're good to go. And we're off. Let's actually take a look at how it's working. a little different than last year, since last year we were baling all of our peanut hay. This year we're not, due to peanut hay prices being very low and not worth it. Not worth it to bale it, so we're leaving it all in the field. So I'm wondering about how well it's tilling over it, I guess. It looks pretty good. Doesn't look bad at all. I'm gonna go out here and see what depth my wheat is at, make sure that's all still good. Find a good neutral spot right here. Let's see. Right here, we'll try to see if we can find some wheat. This ground is very nice and wet. We just recently got a little over an inch of rain, so it was a very big help. Granted, it stops peanut harvest just a little bit. Oh, there's one. We're good. Stop peanut harvest for just a little bit. We're not able to run for a while, but we'll get back out with peanut harvest hopefully back in a week, if it stops raining, that is, or stops being this misty and foggy, because this isn't gonna help with peanut harvest. But it looks good. I like it. I think my depth is good. I was gonna potentially, yeah, I'll make it one round deeper. Doesn't hurt to go a little bit deeper, just to smoothen out the field just a little bit more, and then I think we'll be set, good to go. Let's make sure I do this right. Let's see, I think not counterclockwise, yeah, so it's supposed to be just like that. There we go. And currently I am using both tanks, the front and back one, because in the past we've had slight mistakes that have happened that you don't notice, that the computer doesn't pick up. This air seeder is quite old, so it doesn't have all the sensors, but it has a few. But that one year I was using, I forgot what I was using. I think I was using the back tank, and every now and then a couple of those meter rolls inside the meter base, it was not turning properly, I guess. So there were streaks in the field where it stopped planting, and it was just like one section or two sections on the entire cultivator that it would stop planting for like 100 feet and then start planting again just fine. I think we fixed the issue. We don't exactly know what exactly caused it. I think it was just old. I can't quite remember what the exact issue was, but we put a whole new meter roll on there, the whole housing, we put the whole thing on there. Now it works better, but to prevent future mistakes like that, future gaps in the field where it doesn't plant, I've always been using the front and back tanks simultaneously. Just that way, I don't want there to be, if the back tank makes a mistake, the front tank is still covering some of it, so at least a little bit of wheat will be planted. It won't just be completely bare, and we'll have to come back with a weed drill and plant behind it. I don't want to do that again. So just this way, it's like a fail-safe, just in case if it ever goes wrong. This should save me if it ever does. But working pretty good now. I thought I was gonna make a mess with all the peanut hay that's still sitting there on the field, but it's actually not bad. It actually looks pretty good. I hope it won't cause issues with the swather, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's kind of fun air seeding in the fog. Kind of cool. Kind of fitting, I guess, for October. Can't even see the end of my rows. Love this fog, man. It's kind of cool working in this fog. Nearing the end of this field, which started at an angle, I'm gonna do that last pass right there, and then I gotta go back towards the pivot. Since it's only half of a field, technically the way these rows right here, this is 180, or yeah, this is 90, sorry. And I'm doing it at an angle, so I still need to do the rest of it there by the pivot, and then I'm gonna do the outside rows. And I haven't made up my mind yet if I want to do another field yet today, or if I just wanted to call it an early Saturday. We'll see what the afternoon looks like. You can barely see him moving over there, but he's coming over here to bring me a little more seed.
Yeah, I can see you pretty easily, but you don't.
There you go, does that help?
Actually, no, never mind, that does not help.
That's what I thought. Oh yeah, my front tank is almost empty because a while back we were using the front tank. We weren't putting down that much wheat, so my front tank is almost empty. He's bringing more wheat. We're gonna top me off real quick. I'm pretty sure whatever he has in that seed tender, I'm pretty sure I can fit it all in here. And we'll top me off and finish the rest of this field. I'm here doing this last little pie here. I've done 46 acres so far, and it's a 60-acre field, so 15 more acres and we'll be done here. We're filled up and ready to go again. Just about done here. Like another 2 more passes right there, and then we'll do the outside to clean it all up, because I don't get all the way to the end whenever I turn around. And then I think I might just call it a day. Everyone else on the farm seemed to leave and they went home. I think the rest of the fields might still be a little bit too wet, so I think I'll just go home too. A little power lamp pole right there I gotta watch out. Usually, actually not usually, every time whenever I turn around, if the tractor doesn't hit it, whenever I turn around, I can't actually see my cultivator back there. But I've always looked out, or walked out of the cab and always looked at it, and that cultivator never goes past where my tractor has been driving. That's always even further in. So if I make a very sharp turn and I keep that turn, if my tractor doesn't hit it, my air seeder won't hit it either. Or I've yet to hit one, or hit something like that. Let's hope that never happens. It's staying foggy very long today. I'm very, very surprised. Thought it'll be long over by now already. Just about done. A couple more yards and we'll call it for today. Well, I guess we're done for the day. As always, I do appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Coming this Sunday, we might be doing some cotton harvest, so stay tuned for that. See you guys in the next one.